Alright, so hey there, further on the battery packs here. My 12 gauge single strand wire arrived today from Amazon. So I've gone ahead and tripled that up with a drill. I don't have a vise, so I used some vise scripts, and I C-clamped that to a bare stud in my unfinished basement. So it worked okay. There's only a couple spots where it wasn't a pretty, well, 3 spots where it wasn't pretty, helical situation, but I think I'm gonna live with it. I did 46 inches for total length, and it only shrunk by about 4 inches, so that's like 9% loss when you spin it. I have a jig here to the right there. You see the jig? The width when you go down the middle of the cell holders is right at center to center, about 40 millimeters, and that's what I did originally to make the upper U-turn there. So that width is, I originally had 40 millimeters is where I drilled the holes. You can tell to account for coming around the screw head and the screw and all that, so I shortened it up to 34 millimeters to make the 2 right angles. So the screws here are 34 millimeters apart. Ran into that. So anyway, yeah, pretty easy. This is my first one. I'll probably do another maybe 44-inch lengths for the other 3 packs. Just kind of learning on this one, and then get more efficient as I go. Next up, I'm going to so I did get the 30 gauge tinned wire with the same package also. So what we'll do next is I want to test with my tab welder, test on a cell, see if I can, I want 2 weld joints onto a positive side of the cell, and maybe I can try to weld it to the copper too, but I don't think that's going to work. We'll try it though. Alright, here we go. Here's some test cells, some 30 gauge tinned wire that I've cut off for testing. Upper left hand side, you can see my tab welder's voltage at 17 volts. That's probably high. It's pretty thin stuff, but let's see how we go. Well, it did stick. I think we should probably bring some voltage out of it. So usually like 16.5 is what I tab weld nickel strip, and let's try like 15. 15.1. Let's try 13. Here's 12.9. A little better, but less. That looks pretty good. Let's try like 12. 12.3. Moved on me a little bit. So I put the it's on both wires, or each electrode is on the wire instead of like one on, one off. Let's try 12.5. That's a little weak. 12.5. Yep, I like it. 12.5 is the number.